Alright guys, today I would like to do a very quick tutorial to show you how I process this vocal.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear. I could roam the streets forever with you.
Alright guys, so for this video I'm going to be using a track that I co-wrote and produced for Tara Flanagan. The track is called Back to Earth and it's out on all streaming platforms now, so go check it out. Alright, so let's go into Ableton and check this out. Alright guys, so here we have the Ableton project. I'm going to show you this chorus part here, so let me just play this for you.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
So I'm going to be focusing on this main chorus lead here that I've got recorded, which sounds just by itself like this.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to turn all my plugins off and I'm going to turn them on one by one and show you what I've done to get it to sound like this, okay? So let's turn all of these off. We'll have a quick listen.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
So as you can hear, we've got a really clean take. We've got a good performance, but I'm going to show you what I did just to take it to the next level. First of all, what I've got here is FabFilter Pro Q3. All I'm doing here is I'm cutting off some of the low end and also doing a tiny duck here around 174. This is just to get rid of any of this kind of low end rumble that we might have here, because as we start compressing, if that's in there, it's going to be brought up and it's going to affect your compressor in a strange way. These can seem like small things, but they all add up, which is kind of what production is really. So let's have a listen to what I'm taking out. If we solo this, we can hear what's been taken out. So that's just some like super low end stuff that we don't really need. So yeah, that's all the FabFilter is doing. So next up, we have our first compressor. I'm using the CLA2A because it controls the dynamics in a very natural way. It seems to add clarity to the high end, which I really, really like. And it adds a kind of warmth to the low end. So it's a very natural sounding compressor and it's very good for vocals, I find. So here we have this. I think it should be doing about...
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
Yeah, so we're hitting about 6 dB of compression here. It's just doing its job just to tame the highs, and it's adding a bit of character to the vocal as well. So let's hear that without and then with it again.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
So it's giving us a tiny boost in volume as well, but also it definitely makes the vocal more present and more upfront, which is always what we want when it comes to pop music generally. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to use then is this Mag EQ. I really, really like this for adding kind of like high-end like sizzle into the vocal. I love this setting called Female Vocal A. You have to tweak it a little bit, but generally this kind of transforms your vocals quite a bit. It makes it sound natural, but also like really makes it pop out. So let's listen to this now.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
And let's listen without.
I've been used to getting so lost here.
With.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You help me navigate my way back to Earth, dear.
Yeah, so it's amazing. I love this EQ. So I then just follow up with an 1176 style compressor, and all this does is it just tames some of the EQ from the Mag, flattens it all out and makes it just a bit smoother. So let's see what.
I've been used to getting so lost here.
This is just hitting about 3 dB of compression, so nothing crazy. But doing its job. So our next plugin then is Sibilance. We've boosted a lot of the highs in our vocals, so now we need to get rid of some of the harsh S and T sounds and we will do this with our Sibilance plugin. I add this in generally to taste. So what I'll do is I'll just adjust the threshold to where I can hear the plugin working, and then I'll just pull it back ever so slightly, just so it's doing its job, but it's not obvious in the mix. So
I've been used to getting so lost here.
so what we're doing with this, it's getting rid of all of these S sounds. Okay, they're quite prevalent if the Sibilance plugin is in, and that's just helping us clean up our signal. So our final plugin that we have then is our Seventh Heaven reverb. This is an emulation of a Bricasti M7, which is one of the most famous reverb units. It would be used in the biggest and best studios in the world. This is by a company called Liquid Sonics, and they've done an amazing job on this. I'm obsessed with this reverb. I use it on almost all of my vocals. You can add it just very subtly, like as I have here, or you can obviously go quite extreme with it. I've just got this on the vocal chamber setting.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You helped me navigate my way back to earth, dear.
So I think that just adds a beautiful, almost church-like kind of reverb to it. I love it. Okay, so let's listen to our dry unprocessed vocal, and then let's listen back to our processed vocal. So this is our dry unprocessed vocal,
I've been used to getting so lost here.
and this is our processed vocal.
I've been used to getting so lost here. You helped me navigate my way back to earth, dear.
So this is generally subtle processing for a vocal track, and we focused on getting very strong performances, good takes into a nice mic and a good preamp, and then all of this just adds onto that solid foundation. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've gained some knowledge. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.